Classic has ended with victory for Glen Hoddle and a place in the Premier League for Swindon Town. You can only feel deeply, deeply sorry for Leicester City. For the second time in 12 months, they've tasted defeat. For the first time in Swindon Town's history, they would be lining up against the likes of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and the other greats of English football. And this friendly little club from Wiltshire has finally buried the disappointment of 3 years ago when they rightly won promotion, beating Sunderland here in the playoff final.
But is that football? I'm not so sure. My name is Carl Ross, and 2 years ago, when I started working on this film, I had the intention of looking behind the glamour of the game. In recent years, like a lot of men, I've been made to question male values like competition and aggression, and I wanted to investigate the most public celebration of male culture, professional football. However, in choosing Swindon Town Football Club, I made a slight miscalculation. The season I filmed them ended up being the most dramatic and exciting in their entire 113-year history, and it completely engulfed the film I was trying to make. Oh well, that's football. So this is also the story of Swindon's 1992-93 season.
And again, all looking up into camera. That's why I'm looking up. Me. Right, and again, all looking out this way. This really is the last one this time. All right, looking this way.
So you want green or white? Yeah? Green or white?
Like the man said, everyone's friendly at Swindon, and none more so than the manager, Glen Hoddle, and his assistant, John Gorman.
Are you happy with that wall? Nicky Hammond, are you happy? Nicky, are you happy with that wall? Yes, one.
For the players, the beginning of the season is July the 1st, when all contracts start. Each year can have a different lineup from the last, so one of the manager's first priorities is creating a sense of team spirit. Glenn and John did this by taking the team on a pre-season tour to Holland.
Oh, we have the bus?
I don't know.
Spaniards were driving back them earlier on. I bet there's some kit there, look. It's not going to slip.
It's a nice time to bring it down.
Well,
you know, I've done it a long time ago when everybody else was bringing it down.
It's just been found, innit, amongst Mrs.
It's just been found, innit, Shane? Sweet.
The club have been through some hard times in recent years. 3 seasons ago they had won promotion, only to be demoted again for financial irregularities. Now the club had a new board of directors, a new management team, and a belief that their luck was finally changing.
Get with him, Zippy! Bits, come on! If that comes the other way, you should be there.
Exactly.
Great work with the ball, great work without the ball. Mickey, tremendous stuff there. I'll take you off, put thingy on. I don't want it in the, you know, you get tired, you might pull it again. But that was tremendous. John, you made some great runs there, off the ball. Terrific.
The team isn't one team, it's 4. First, reserve, youth and schoolboy. The lower 3 servicing the needs of the first team.
As a team, they ain't got the techniques to go around.
Nothing beats going away with the first team. I mean, you're travelling away with them, you room with one of the first team players, you have a meal, you relax in the hotel. It's just great. You feel like you really are part of helping the club, you're helping the team to get either promotion or fighting relegation. It's just, you really do feel part of it.
Once the season got underway, I started to learn about some of the realities of being a player.
You feel like an hero when you know, sort of from Monday to Friday, you're a normal sort of person in the street, really. I mean, I've got an own life, so I mean, I've got a mortgage to pay and things like that. When you start getting the buzz and you start getting that feeling, it's sort of 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and you're getting ready to go, and you know that you're going to go to the ground, and that's when you start to feel like you do start feeling like an hero. You walk to the ground and everyone's wishing you all the best. You're getting autographs asked for. And I think that's all part of the build-up thing inside you. And without that, I don't think you could go out there and play. I don't know what it is. The adrenaline, I suppose, is the word you're looking for. Without that, I think you're dead, really.
Well, you keep me fit.
For people who love the game, I reckon you don't need an explanation. But for people who don't understand the game, there's not really an explanation at all.
You're poking that thing about again. Come on, boys! Pass it, Dad! Come on! Balls!
Hey, let's work with them. They're a good passing team as well. John, get some tackles in there.
Let's get our foot in, eh?
Let's close together.
How we got them? We're ready for it, boys. Come on, let's be winners, lads. Winners! Let's come out on top. Let's work for each other, lads. Breathe out your asses for each other, now. Come on. We go. I don't have your out. You ready? Come on, let's do it. Go on, go on.
Another thing about the game which is different to other people's jobs. I mean, you are in the spotlight, you're in the limelight. When you're on the pitch, there's 22 players, and everyone's eyes on you, and you've got the ball. I mean, everyone's watching you, and you've got to deliver the goods. That's the pressure about it all. But I think when you go out on the pitch and there's 30,000, or at the county ground, or 15,000, 10, 15,000 on good matches, I don't think you see the fans when you're playing. It's more like a sheet covering the whole stadium. You don't really see anybody. You don't make out faces. It's just like blur. When you're in the reserves, everybody's got something to fight for, play for, and it's very hard to play. They say play as a team, but really you've got to look after yourself in the reserves. You're playing for yourself because at the end of the day, you're the one who's fighting for the spot in the first team, and you've got to get in there. When you're in the first team, obviously you're fighting to keep your spot, but there's something the other players that can help you. They're helping you out in the first team because they know if one player isn't delivering the goods, then it's going to affect the rest of them. So that they do help you out. In the reserves, it's a lot harder because you've got 11 individuals playing for themselves.
Everybody wants to play in the first team, everybody, and there's nothing worse than playing a reserve game, playing in front of nobody, say 50 people or whatever, a couple of scouts or a couple of other managers or just nobody there. That's not what you're in the game for. If you know you're not going to be playing every week, just playing the reserves, it's very disheartening, and maybe you become very negative towards the club because you just want to be playing.